again next game in similar circumstances. But yeah, I think I'm in a similar spot to where I was at the end of last week's game. Sort of resigned to whatever way the game goes. Just probably, I was really disappointed. I don't want to be another coach on about referees, but I was just usually disappointed in the manner in which the game was refereed. I've not seen rucks like that all season. Don't know where it come from. Second efforts, the tempo of it was just so slow. It was tough for both teams. So said my piece there, and I think we struggled to get around that first half. And I thought as performance in the first half, we were very, very lucky to be in the game at half time. Maybe the week, and we've had a lot of press and people talking about top 8s and stuff like that. Maybe it got to us a little bit because I thought his performance in the first half were way off where we needed to be. Having said that, I thought we came back great in the second half, and we were a very dominant side for the best part of that game. And I just thought we had nothing went for us. The trip on Kyler Moore under the post should have been a penalty. I've seen Bengalia drop the ball, and allowed to play on. I've seen Benke Kane penalised with the ball in his hand when he's done absolutely nothing. And I just thought things were going to conspire against us, but I thought we really got the wind in the sails second half. We got on the back of some good momentum, and again we kicked the ball exceptionally well in the second half, which is certainly not what we did in the first half.
Do you think it had gone when Sykes missed the conversion? Do you think that was the...
No. One of the things that probably I've learnt from my time in the game, Dave, is you'll always get a chance. You will always get a chance. We just didn't want at that stage OKR to get a chance. That would have worried for us, and we got a penalty when we needed it most, but it was a penalty. There were absolutely no qualms whatsoever. I thought we could have had one the tackle before, to tell you the truth. When we got an opportunity down there, I thought we'd look threatening in the second half every time we got down there, and when we shifted it to the sideline with a couple of plays to go, I thought we might have made hard work for ourselves. But we have got a couple of really smart halfbacks.
Great return for Ben and Foxy as well.
I pay tribute to the OKR fans. I thought it was fantastic. For him to run out in the warm-up and then get cheered like he did, when his name were read out and during the course of the game, I think that's a real tribute to all them people over that far side, and it's testament to Benny. And I think the Wakefield fans probably think the same about him. Just what the OKR fans do. He's a player that has polarised opinion. He's made some real poor errors. Off the field a couple of times in his career, but for the bulk of it, he's been a very wholehearted, good clubman, and that's what we've got at the moment. And I thought he played really well today.
You mentioned your smart halfbacks. Have you impressed with the way they've been going together as a unit? Particularly in the kicking game.
Absolutely. I thought his kicking game in first half was woeful. I thought we started the game first 15 minutes really well. I'm not really well, but okay. And I thought, a couple of errors, some really poor efforts on his kicks. Invited OKR back into the game, and they had too much power. They're not a team that you want to be defending for long periods with the power and the punch that they've got. And I thought they punched holes in us regular, and we had to do a hell of a lot of defending. As I said, probably lucky that we came in at that. But I thought the halfbacks got control of it. I thought Kyle Wood's input and variation around the ruck really helped us out second half. He got us going forward, and it was a case of the second half. Look, we've got to toughen up. We've got to take some tough carries. We're not going to be able to pass our way around this team. They were tackling well, the rucks were slow. We needed some really direct hard carries, and I thought Paul Johnson allied with Kyle Wood, and as halfbacks got a bit smarter, were the real sort of catalyst for us to get back into the game second half.
Yeah, we talk about playoffs, we'll see Bradford as well.
Well, they're saying down there, I think, Bradford's won, so we're still, it's still not in our hands. All we can do is try and win his last two games. We saw last night that Widnes have certainly not given up the ghost and got some performances in us. And I think Bradford play Hull next. Are all going to respond, or are they going to turn in what they turned in again Widnes last night? Who knows? All we can do is control what we can control. And do you know what? If we win his last two games and we don't make the playoffs, it'll be an outstanding effort trying.
Do you wish there's a game next week, Rich? Or is it a break?
No, I think we're actually, if you look at his games over the last 5 weeks and looking at the boys in there and just listening to the physio early does, we've got nothing major. We've got no major injuries, but I think we are at a point where we are going to have to look after one or two people next week. So, the week's here. I think we can certainly enjoy it and look forward to what we've got rest of this year, and hopefully, you know, continue to shock a few and, you know, try and make the 8 if we can. You know, we can talk about it now. We've allowed them to talk about it a little bit, but you know, winning this next game obviously is vitally important, and you know, get us into that last round.
I came and anything with him. Do you know
Just got a back spasm, and his back was spasming that one all year. Got in a heavy tackle. He's okay, you know, he'll be okay, but he just weren't right to return to the field. I thought Frankie Mariano had a great game for us as well. You know, we have got some players in form, but we only saw form of 40 minutes there. You know, I certainly don't think our first half showing, you know, will get us very far this year. But well, as I say, maybe the circumstances of the game were a contributing factor, and I think we can really learn from how we started the game today. You know, moving forward these next 2 rounds.